big and also. And he takes out. Oh my, what's going on? Let's continue. What the hell was that? Let's go. Man, yes. Let's go.
G'day, Steel Nation. What's going on? G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Got a comment I want to bring up right away because it's really pissed me off. But we'll talk about it, and it's from Carl. So we'll see what's going on with Carl. Nothing totally against you, but yeah, we'll bring it up because it just really fires me up. And then we'll go back to some more positive stuff with the Steelers and all that kind of stuff. We're 7-4. So, g'day, what's going on? G'day, Jeddah, what's going on, mate? G'day, George. G'day, Sean. G'day, Rod's in the house too. And yeah, let me bring it up. I'm going to discuss this whole stuff. Because you can't just base some theories or ideas or stuff that I say based off one video or two videos, right? And that's what fires me up. So we'll wait till Carl gets in the house too. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll break it down. It's to do with the Matt Canada situation, right? I've been saying for years and for probably a year and a half now that I don't like Canada. I can't stand the way he called the stuff. But at the same time, when he did a good job, he said, yes, it was good football. If he ran the ball well and they won the game, it was good. There was credit both ways, right? But I got this comment, and I'll bring it up. Thank you, Rod, you bloody legend. You absolute legend. Before we get into my rant, absolute legend. Before I get into my rant, g'day, John, what's going on? Fuck! Yeah, man, this fires me up. And I am calling someone out, but you write the comment, I respond to it. That's how it is. That's how we do it around these parts, man. You got fireworks, Rod, you legend. Here we go. Alrighty, that's awesome. But that leads me into this. Okay, so I just got a message from Carl on the comments. And by the way, I read every single comment. So Carl, if you're watching, this segment is for you. Right, let me bring this up. Okay, so this is the comment I got. It says, and you probably can't see it that way, Carlton Beer. You don't want me to show it? Ooh. Wait, hold up. You don't want me to show the money next time? Let me know what you want me to do. Okay. Anyways, Carl, our mate Carl here, he's a member, I think, but he was saying, we're all saying that Canada was a problem, and you leaned more towards spreading the blame on the team as a whole rather than zeroing in Canada as the problem. In any game we won, we never gave up the narrative. You fools said Canada was a bad OC, but we won. That's freaking false. The reason why when we won games, I was more like on the team saying, yes, we won a game. It's good. It's good to celebrate a victory. I didn't want to stay down on my misery of always being, oh my goodness, Canada sucks. I was fucking over it. I was over it. I was over saying fire Canada. So that to me is just like false, man. Got to go back and watch all the other stuff. So any game we won, you said you never gave up the narrative. You fools, Canada was a bad OC, but we won. Never did I say that. The whole Canada thing, if you look at his whole OC, the whole offensive coordinator thing for the last 3 years, it sucked. It wasn't good. But I was just done. Around the bye, I made a video. I said this, and I was just done. I was so done of like talking about that situation. And here I am still talking about it. Do you know what I mean? I was done with it. So hopefully over the next week or so, we can move on and never say his name. But I was just not in the crowd of always bringing him up to say it was just always fire this, fire that, because we knew that was the case and we knew he wasn't good. But we knew his contract was going to run out in 7 games. That's why I stopped saying it, because I was sick of saying stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was annoying, man. Only the day that he was fired did your narrative change and the way of him talking about him change. Great to be so loyal, but I'd rather be realistic opposed to overzealous of players. You know the reason why I'm overzealous of players? Because I support them and I get tired of shitting on them. I actually get tired of shitting on them. I do. people shit on so many players with DJ or whoever, or Dan Moore makes one bad rep and everyone goes after him. That's why I'm like this, and the way I cheer my team on like this, because I get over absolutely going after him. I think it's crazy to me. Everybody went after Kenny Pickett, and now he has a good game, and now the Kenny Pickett haters are silenced. That's why, if you say that I'm overzealous, that's why it is. Now, with Mike Tomlin, bit of a different story. I don't care if Mike Tomlin goes for the next 15 games, doesn't win a game. I am that loyal to Mike Tomlin now because he's been my coach since 2007 when I started watching the game in 2002. So I have that connection there. I want to go to his Hall of Fame. I will say that I'm really biased on Mike Tomlin, and that's my Mike Tomlin stuff. I think he's awesome. I think he's great. I think the way that he leads the men on the field and the way that he talks about leadership or mental health and all that kind of stuff, I think he's a legend, an absolute legend. So, but with me being overzealous of a players, to me, it's easier to support a player like that. The only one in recent history who I was really against was Claypool, and Claypool was madness. But the DJ situation with DJ right now, everyone's going off the DJ because he didn't pick up the fumble. But many players do that. DJ is 50-50. He's hot and cold. He's like, okay, he makes a great play in the end zone, but they don't throw a flag, so they go after Tomlin. He makes a great catch near his feet, gets a football catch right near his toes. He gets a good catch down the sideline. Fantastic. The opposing side is, though, he runs backwards and he does, he's getting into fights with Minka, but doesn't matter. That's football. So I wanted to bring that up, man. I hope you are watching and saying hello, because that is crazy to me that you say that I'm changing my narratives as we go. That doesn't make any sense. I've been calling Canada's head for ages, for like last 2 years, where nothing has worked. Go back all the way to last year. So don't base my opinion or your thoughts on my opinion off 2 or 3 videos where you think I've said this, this, and this. It's completely not true. That's it. All right. Cool, man. Let's go. Let's go. 100%. Let's talk about the game though. So thank you, Rod. Appreciate that. Oh, okay. Yeah. You sure? Okay, I'll talk to you in the Discord because that's cool, man. No worries. All right. Thomas, no, we got in the house. I had to let that go. Like, I don't like being told what to do. I legit don't like being told what to do or how I'm thinking. So that's my crazy side of me, man. That's my crazy side. But yes, future reference, Rod. That's cool. I fully understand. Okay, g'day, Sean. What's going on? And yeah, man. Okay, g'day, George, Claude in the house. We're gonna get back to Steelers talk. I just had to get that out. Because it frustrates me. Yeah, 100%. Alrighty, that's it. So Toys in the house too. Victory Monday. So yeah, I want to get that out of the way because, and look, the internet is the internet. People. We've all got our opinions. But I don't like someone telling me my opinion that's not fact or not true. Because I think a lot of Steel, actually, I'm going to speak on behalf of a lot of Steeler Nation right now. Let me know if you agree with this. A lot of Steeler Nation, I think we're just overly sick of it. I think we're overly sick of it, man. I think we're overly sick about talking about Canada. It got to a point after the bye when I thought the Steelers weren't going to make a move. I was like, dude, there's no more point talking about firing him or putting him down or doing all those things. To me, it got to a point I was like, what's the overall zeroing in point to be like doing this? It was beating a dead horse or horse dead or whatever you call it. It was just nonsense. Overall nonsense. So, and I thought there was 7 games left. They're going to go that way. Now, Mike Tomlin and the crew, he said he made his own decision. And, I had another comment here from Roberta as well that talks about this kind of stuff. 2 good comments, by the way, or 2 comments that came in right on the fact of this podcast. Roberta says here, hey, Mark, I know you're getting ready for Do Your Live. Got a question. Talks about what is wrong with some fans being so blind and jaded to reason being personal and not liking the truth. The Rooneys have class and business to do in the right way. Had a post about Canada right away, and they said Tomlin didn't hire Canada. Now, I don't know overall who hired who in the zoo, right? But I still feel like it falls on the organization and the Rooneys that they're hiring everyone. It's not like they have no say. We're like, okay, Mike Tomlin, go and hire the coaches. Go and hire the assistant guys. Go and get all the players. I feel like it still falls on I feel like it still falls on the organization, the Rooneys, everything like that. Now, Mike Tomlin did say in his press conference that he did fire Canada. He was like, I did it. It was me. It was my choice. But in saying that, still, he could just be covering up for the fact that the organization didn't want him. There's got to be a collective agreement of people, not just saying Mike Tomlin doesn't like a guy, so he fires him. Business doesn't work that way. You've got many people in the pot trying to figure things out, come to a resolution and say, well, he's just not there. Canada's not there. So hopefully I addressed that point well enough, and hopefully I addressed the point well enough with Carl. We're all saying Canada was a problem, and you were leaning more towards saying it was a blame the team. I was just sick of Canada. I was sick of the Canada talk, to be honest. And the team, they still need to play football. They still need to execute plays. At the end of the day, when Canada was in the office, yes, it still was on the bad passing from KP8 or the bad running or the offensive line playing wrong. But overall, I said from the very beginning, like 2 years ago, or whenever he came in last year or whatever, when we really started to see it, I think it was around the time when I saw that play, the 4th and 10 play, the screen to Najee, and the 4 guys were right on top of him, and even in during with Big Ben stuff too, and the Zach Gentry passes and all that kind of stuff. It's like, Canada's not it. But then after a while, you just get sick of talking about it, right? So, yeah, that's Carl. If you watch later, mate, Carl, I did have a bit of a go at you. Deal with it. We move on, right? Okay. Let's delete that. Holy dooly, 12 minutes in. Woof! 12 minutes in. Okay. My StreamYard's playing up today too. Playing up as well. I had a good comment here from that's what I thought too. So I spoke about that in the video yesterday. So I don't know if I still have that. Where is it? I do actually. So this was the comment that Jerry said. So one of the things that Matt Canada did not do was involving the assistant coaches in the game plan. That's going to be Eddie Faulkner's job, organizing the staff. That was Mike Tomlin's words on that, what he was doing. So Mike Tomlin didn't say that, but those are his words around that. So Jerry Dulac reported that Matt Canada had the sole control of the game plan. And when you go back to it from yesterday, getting 426 yards, it did look like that, didn't it? That the team from the very get-go, from Kenny Pickett to Frymouth over the middle, Kenny Pickett to Hayward, Kenny Pickett to Darnell Washington. He was fantastic. By the way, they need to get Darnell the ball, man. They 100% need to get Darnell the ball. I think he has to. That has to happen. So he's a big fella. He can fall forward 5 yards. I want to see him more involved. But Frymouth had his career day. Like I did say night and day, and I'm still behind that because look, the points weren't there. The points weren't there, but it could have been 23 to something. It's coming in time, but at least time of possession was there. They had 37 minutes time possession. I also saw a stat too that in this game yesterday, in the 3 years that Matt Canada was there was only ever 2 games where they never had a 3 and out. This was a game they never had a 3 and out. So they were moving the ball on first down, second down, and getting a third down conversion for a first down, right? So in these games, in the games that Matt Canada had control of over the last 3 years, right? And if it's that according to Jerry Dulac, then that was his game plan, his play calling, all that kind of stuff. He runs the show. They had 2 times in that 3 years or 55 games, what it may be, that they had only no 3 and outs, but every other game they had them. So we know how bad it was. And the next step right now is just go and beat Cardinals at home. You go and score 20-something points. You run the ball really well. And they did both 33 passes and 33 runs, so it's fantastic. First downs overall, 22-10. Great. First downs, 15 passing, 6 rushing, and yards, of course, 421, and yards per play, 6.2. But time possession was key. 37 minutes, we had the football, 37 minutes. So that's the big thing. And penalties were 5 and 5. Of course, if Jalen Warren doesn't fumble the football, you get a first down or you kick a field goal 3-0. And the Bengals got lucky in certain parts to score 7-10 points. At the same time as well, with the Bengals, for me, man, the Steelers are doing a great job, like defending and score and letting teams be under 20. So we're not scoring points, but they're not scoring above 20. Like Cameron Hayward, Benson, and the other bloke on the line, Ogunjobi, jumped up. They're playing good football, stop on the run. Like we all talk about the Deontay stuff, but think about the Steelers and the fact that they only allowed 2.5 yards per rush. Like that's insane. That is beyond crazy and insane that the defense is only allowing that much. They got guys in the secondary. Trenton Thompson is a second starter with his first interception. He's playing good football. He's checked in. Keanu Neal's out on the injury. Minka Fitzpatrick out. I hope he comes back. Kazi apparently said he's coming back, so it's from Kazi, the source there. Things are happening, man. Like this team is playing good football, getting ready for a run. If they can run the way the offense worked yesterday, get some points and play solid defense with TJ Watt getting the sacks, I think anything can happen, to be honest, because they've now filled in the spot as well at Michael Walker is the linebacker. Elena Roberts is playing, dude, Elena Roberts is playing fantastic football. And he's a bloke that I think's won 2 Super Bowls with the Patriots. So there are things happening, man. There are things moving. It's really fun to see. It's really awesome to see. Anyone else in the house again? Let me catch up. Yeah, we got to take care of him. We have to take care of him 100%. 100%. Yes, Sean says when the defense gets a chance to catch their breath, they're elite. They did look that way, didn't they? Like the fact that like with TJ Watt getting 2 sacks, and I thought it was really funny that Cameron Hayward, talked about in the locker room, said, well, he stole one of my sacks. So they gave the sack to Cameron Hayward. You can see that the band of brothers, the brotherhood of steel out there is connecting, getting together. They're teaching young blokes like JPJ. Now, no one's really talking about, Peterson, and I think Wallace had varied snaps in there too. But we saw a few times that Shannon Sullivan went down the blitz. That was fun to watch too. There was one time he went down the blitz, came right off the edge. TJ took his man right outside the left tackle right at the side. And then if Sullivan makes that tackle, it's not a first down. It's a big play. So, and who we're playing next? We're playing Kyler Murray. We're playing Mac Jones. We're playing Browning again. We're playing who else? What kind of other quarterbacks are playing? Gardner Minshew. Right, yeah. Kyler Murray, Mac Jones, Minshew, Browning, Geno Smith, and Lamar Jackson. All these games are winnable. Like Cardinals at home, stand up. Because right now, if they're going to talk about a trap game, if the better team is us, which it should be us, in Heinz Field, this is the trap game. But the way the offense played the other day, when in Cincinnati, I trust them enough to go and do the same thing. Run the ball with Najee and run the ball with Warren. I looked on the highlights this morning, man, and I know I'm going everywhere, but I looked in the highlights this morning, and I had a bit of a set list to go through, like quarterback, running back, whatever. I'm just talking. But I looked in the highlights this morning. I watched Najee Harris, dude. The way he runs his football, like when he's got offensive line in front of him, and he's also in like a bit of the pistol set where they have Kenny hand the ball off behind him, run straight, knock over someone. Many people wanted to get rid of Najee. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I still think even last week I was getting to the point of maybe they should start Warren. That's even canned me. And I was like the last person to say that. I was the last person to get to that point and say, you know what, maybe they should start Warren. But when you started Najee yesterday, and it doesn't matter because they both got same carries. They both got like 15 carries each, whatever it may be. I think 15 each, 99 yards. Yeah, 15, 13, 99, and 50. That's fantastic. You get around 150 yards, 200 yards, run the ball, and with Kenny Pickett, throw the ball 30 times. That is recipe for success. And if we score points and get 31 points or do what the 49ers do and keep teams under 20, that's winner, chicken dinner. So I was near the point of saying maybe they should go and start Warren at 1 and see what happens. But in reality and logic anyway, they start Najee for 1, 2 sets or 2 plays. They bring Warren in different situations too. They bring him and also have the same guys on the field at the same time. You have Warren out there and also Najee too, and Connor Hayward's blocking. So this team, it feels like, you know what it is? It feels like this team right now is what we should have seen at the start. Like that's what it feels like. This team when we got when we started the start of the season in the off season, it feels like we were so pumped up for everything we saw in the preseason, but now they're starting again. Now it's like you've got the 7 wins, you're reamped, energized, ready to go, run down the ball and like play defense. I think, and the fact that now you're getting Minka back, hopefully, Cameron Hayward's getting back into his form. Keanu Benton's playing good football in the middle. Go and watch the game again. Like, yeah, he may not have it just yet, but he's older than 21, and that's kind of good to see because you want an experienced guy like that can go in there and run the offense. We don't need Kenny to be crazy, man. Just need him to be like yesterday. If he had 1 TD yesterday, he had 24, 33, 278, and 1 TD yesterday. That's a pretty good game. If he had 2 TDs and we won 28 to 10, that's a perfect Steelers game. That would be awesome to see. So it's coming, and many people are dead set gave up on Kenny Pickett. You just can't. I know it was frustrating. I know it was hard to watch. G'day, Jeremiah. Yo, what's going on? G'day, Raheem. Is that how I say your name? I've heard that name too. I don't think so. I don't think they will, to be honest. Because how many corners do we have already? Like, to me, I don't think they're going to go and sign Peters. Wasn't there a chance? Wasn't he a Raven before? I thought he was a Raven. So I feel like he was a free agent and a Raven because already on the cornerbacks, right? So that's the bloody Bengals. On the cornerback side, you got Peterson. They're still going with Levi Wallace. You've got JPJ starting now. He's in there. That's three. You've still got Shannon Sullivan. He's like the nickel cornerback dude. And I did see Darius Rush the other day too. So I don't think the Steelers would make that kind of move, to be honest. Isn't he a bit older too? I don't know if you overly need him. I think the secondary is just going to go with who they got. James Pierre sometimes gets out there. Yeah, 42 and 21. They get out there sometimes. And they're going to go with Peterson and also the other bloke being JPJ on the other side. So I think we're okay at corner. Not the craziest, but I think we're okay. I saw that too as well. I saw that too. I was like, Darius Leonard, well, yeah. I think, you know what's funny? As soon as, do I still have that meme? No, I don't. Damn, I got rid of the meme. As soon as like a player gets, let go or whatever it may be, and it goes into the Twitter land, everyone goes, "We need to sign that player." Remember when everyone was really annoyed? There was still a fan base on the internet or social media because mostly that's where we all read it, right? But the fan base on the internet was really annoyed about Desmond King, the cornerback. They said, "Why would you go and cut Desmond King?" And then legit, like three moments later, no one. That would be even a better an even better Steelers victory. Right up here, boom. See you later. It tips his hands, goes through. Jamar Chase made a play on it, and then they got the two freaky bounces like that, where another player, Michael Walker, put his hand up as well, tipped it over. So two tip balls. Jamar Chase was there for both of them, right? So to me, the secondary, dude, you got Peterson. He's going okay. JPJ's playing fantastic. Mig comes back as well. Kazi's they're playing pretty good football, and I think it helps too by having a good D line now, shutting the run down, so it's forcing these teams to pass. And the way they're doing their secondary plays, like they're having a crack. Basically, they're having a go. Guys like Trenton Thompson, no one knows who that bloke is. No one knows where he's from. But he cut a route off yesterday. He cut a route off like this. Boom, see you later. Got the pick. You know why? That's why it's fun too to be a Steelers fan, man, because you see that kind of stuff when they're wearing the jersey number 17 or 38, whoever that may be. 38 used to be Jalen Samuels, right? You see those guys. 17 used to be who was the 17 jersey? Is that Wallace? Was it Mike Wallace? Was he 17? You see those jerseys, those guys make a play, and you're like, oh, that's cool. But you didn't know who he was before, so it's kind of fun. Holy dooly, man. I'm fired up today. That comment really fired me up. Am I out? Oh no! Am I out? Oh, Rogers too. Roger was it Rogers? Who was Mike? What was Mike Wallace's number? Was he? What was Mike? I don't know what his number was. So am I out? G'day. Hello. I hope I'm there. G'day, drunk. What's going on? Eli, but what is Mike? What was Mike Wallace? I get confused. Mike Wallace. Dude, I like Rogers too. He made one of the best plays. That's a singer. As an American journalist named Mike Wallace. Hold up. Yeah, he was 17 as well, right? I knew it. I knew he was 17. Yeah, Mike Wallace was 17 too. So that's fantastic. But yeah, Eli Roger was cool. I saw his play. Everyone talks about the AB thing, man. I saw the play where he jumped up, caught it in the Steelers versus Ravens. I buffed out. Oh, bugger. I'll have to go back and watch it. Might have been a good thing. I don't know what I was saying. YouTube is turned off? Okay. Bugger. Yeah, that's exactly right. Mike Wallace, AB, Hines Ward, Sanders was pretty fun to watch. So there are blokes here. On the defense, man. Like we don't know who they are, but it's still awesome to watch them. And Trenton Thompson had a big play. That's his second start. I don't know what they're going to do though, because if Minka comes back, he's still on the roster. So when you go to the 53-man roster, there's quite a few names on there too. I just do a fly because I think Minka was never on the IR. That's one thing that didn't happen. Travis Adams was never on the IR as well. So Robinson, I think I'm just looking at names, right? Robinson, he's a receiver. I think he's been playing okay. Nothing super crazy, but he's in there blocking, doing that stuff. By the way, everyone's picking on Miles Boykin because he jumped in the end zone, but Miles Boykin has a fantastic year this year, in my opinion. Him on teams and James Pierre are just playing fantastic. Like let me tell you guys how good they are playing. If I go to the stats, right? For ESPN, where is it? That's why, because I got that's you know why? There's a video in the background. Maybe that's stuffing me up. Now, if I go to the stats for the Steelers, their punt return stats, this will tell you some things about how cool the team is. I saw one bloke having a go at Miles Boykin, like he's the worst player, cut him. I'm like, dude, they've been playing like overall the last 11 games they've played, the team-wise, they haven't allowed any big plays on the return, like none. You know what I mean? So total points per game, we have 16, they have 18. That's pretty good. If we can increase ours to 21, we can win these games 21-18. But where was it? It was the kicking and the punting. Here it is. Punt total yards, right? So get the punt total yards for them is 48. 48. That's crazy, right? So their punting's pretty bad. For us, it's 63. There's some other ones. Oh, here it is here too. Returns. Okay, so the opposition is averaging 26 yards off 13 kicks, because I think Boswell's done a few kicks right in front of the end zone and they've taken it out. We're averaging 22, so we've returned 17. Now, punt returns. So everyone is okay. Here's a big point. Here's a big point. Everybody wants to get on Miles Boykin or the team's not doing a good job, but right of the fact right now, their punting total for the opposition, right? When punt return total, when we punt the ball away with Harvin and James Pierre going down the sidelines and Miles Boykin, we are allowing the Pittsburgh Steelers are allowing 6.9 yards average per return. That's it. Now, we are getting 9.2 on our version. 6.9 yards per attempt. That's it. Nothing. 202 yards in total. So everyone wants to get on Miles Boykin for jumping in the end zone and not knowing the rule to come out. And straight after, you saw Miles Killebrew walk up to him and go, hey, man, by the way, you can't do that. So he'll learn from that. And I'm sure Danny Smith is chewing gum and figuring it out. So I see these comments around the internet. I'm like, why are you picking on Miles Boykin when they're actually Boykin and Pierre are running down the sidelines and keeping contained, and there's no big plays. All year, we haven't really seen a big play because they've done 22 returns and 6.9, so basically seven yards a carry back, right? So I don't know. That's crazy to me. And I think teams are a big part. I think teams have played well in this series. We've only seen one mishap from Chris Boswell too. Chris Boswell, I think he's like 17 for 18, something like that. Tucker missed a field goal the other day, but Chris Boswell had a missed kick after the false start, which wasn't a false start in the Jags game. They blew the whistle and we sent us back 5 yards and we started again. So, 100%. I agree with that. Like I've been watching him in highlights. I've been watching him in the game, and I'm just focusing on how fast he gets down there to cover the punter, the returner. And when I see comments like that, it riles me up because I'm like, dude, do you even watch the game? Like, figure it out. Like, the Gunners are playing good football. James Pierre is not respected as like a cornerback, but he's played some good snaps in the defense. But his role basically in this team this year is play one gunner, and Miles Boykin is to play the other gunner. And those blokes get in there. And Presley Harvin, yes, he shanked a few. He shanked a few 2 weeks ago, but he had a good game versus the Bengals yesterday. Woo! I am fired up, man. I am fired up. Alrighty, let me let's do this. Let me go on a bit of a quick mini break, and I'll come back in 20 seconds. I need a water. I'll be right back.
All right. Watch out. Let's go, baby. That's awesome. Woo! Kenny, what's up? Hey, what you doing tonight, man? Y'all watching TV? What y'all got going on? Hey, you ready to come back to Oakland? Hey, we're about to make you a Pittsburgh Steeler, brother. Congratulations to you and your family. Bro, we're excited to have you, man. This is awesome.
Alrighty, guys. Woo! That was fun. That was a fun half an hour. I'll tell you that. It was a fun half an hour. When I got stuff in my mind, I just keep going. I just have a go. But I feel pretty good, man, after this win. Like, honest to goodness, I think 7-4. This is the point now where you come back to Heinz Field. Even Kenny Pickett the other day, he called it Heinz Field. When you come back to Heinz Field, and if they play the same way, like I'm talking, if they play the same way and you're running with Najee and you're running with Warren and Warren, look, and please no one get on Warren. He's one fumble, it's fine. He'll figure it out, right? But if you're running with those two blokes, and by the way, they didn't even play McFarlane yesterday. McFarlane was a healthy scratch, I think. They played Goodwin Iwabuke as a kick returner. So they're figuring things out. But yeah, if you play, where is it? I'll do them by here. Yeah, if you play Najee and Warren in the backfield and you run the rock the same way as yesterday, then it's going to be a good time. Because on the running backs, right, you've got Warren, McFarlane, Goodwin Iwabuke, and Najee Harris. So Najee Harris is number one for sure. I can't believe he's 240. How big is 240 pounds? Like, that's a lot, right? 242 pounds to is that like 120 kilos? I think it is. 110 kilos. Yeah, he's a big fella, right? 110 kilos. So that's 110 kilos of a bloke full of muscle running at your head. Like in that play too by Najee Harris, where he's carrying half the team on his back, and he got 99 yards. I think he's in this offense can feed around him and put him in the best position to do those kind of plays. Then we'll see the play action passes like you saw, the play action to Connor Hayward, play action to Robinson, and of course getting Freiermuth over the middle. Right, Freiermuth had his best day. So if we can play that style of football, and they have a full week now to prepare for the Cardinals and get ready for them, and Kenny Pickett starts to get comfortable and start to take shots down the field like he was to DJ, to Pickens in the middle. This could be a really exciting time, like a really exciting time for our Steelers. And also the second year jump will be like, okay, because we saw Kenny Pickett regressing every time. It was the offense. He was just not looking good out there. They fire Canada, and we now see something special. So I think if we go into the next game with maybe not super high expectations, but maybe like, okay, can they do that, but maybe a little bit more, and they can win this game and they can win it by 28 to something, then, man, the Patriots game is going to be fun too. I actually even saw there's little comments out there saying that the Steelers should trade for Mac Jones. No, you don't want Mac Jones. That's not going to happen. So if they can run the rock like they did before, and of course too, you know what? It's crazy because the first play was Freiermuth over the middle. Like normally, what do we normally see in the Matt Canada called offense, the plays calling offense of Matt Canada? What do we normally see? Run, pass, right? The very first play we saw a pass going down the middle, and that was like a huge sigh of relief, right? Yes, they only won 16-10, but if they can bounce back and I forgot too, we're playing Thursday. We're playing Thursday night football as well. So we've got like this game coming up. Then we have straight after, we have 2 games in a row in 6 days. So Arizona, we're playing at 1 p.m. And then legit like 4 days later, we play Thursday night football. And then we have a big break. If the Steelers can get away with 2 big wins and rest, then they have 9 days rest for Indy, Cincy, Seattle, and Baltimore, setting themselves up. This is huge. If they get 2 big wins, they can then set themselves up for a 4-game run at Indy, Cincy, Seattle, Baltimore. Try and win 3 games or 2 at least and be 11 wins and you have a chance for the playoffs. If you don't win the division, you still have a chance for the playoffs, right? So, yeah, that'd be cool to see. But definitely we saw, I think, the very first play. The first play was, where was I? I'm just going through the thingo. Whoopsie-doopsie, not the end of the game. So the first drive, we got 4 plays and a punt, but the first play, we had Kenny Pickett pass deep middle to Freiermuth to Pittsburgh 49 for 24 yards. Fantastic, right? Najee Harris was right then for 248 for 3 yards. Kenny Pickett pass to DJ. That's when he went backwards. So it was 3rd and 12. And then it was Pickett to Hayward for 10 yards. So at least you got them in a chance to, get first downs. And to be honest, like, DJ, maybe the pass wasn't on, but you don't go backwards. And that's why people are 50-50 with DJ. He does really good stuff, then does really bad stuff, right? And then we punt the ball away at the 4th and 2, Cincinnati 43. And, of course, a big drive too. Kenny Pickett pass left to Pickens, 5 yards. Got reading a few plays. Warren went for 4 yards. We had Kenny Pickett to Warren, 3 yards. Kenny Pickett sacked for -8. 2nd and 18. This is right. 2nd and 18. Najee Harris for 5 yards. Kenny Pickett pass deep middle again. You'd never see this in the Canada offense. 3rd and 13 at Pittsburgh 38. Kenny Pickett pass deep middle to Freiermuth for 29 yards. That's insane. Absolutely insane to see, right? So we had the pass interference too on Najee, and it went down. Then it went down to it was the TD to Deontay, and next minute was the Warren fumble. So yeah, crazy to me, man. Holy dooly, crazy. You know what though? It was a good win. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a good win overall. Yes. Yes. Yeah, he doesn't play. That's true. McFarland doesn't play out there, man. So he must have been a healthy scratch yesterday because I saw Goodwin Iwabuke playing the kickoff return, unless he's beating him out. I don't know. But I don't even think we've seen McFarland run the ball this year. I'm pretty sure he hasn't even run the ball at all. Yoda says, "G'day." He says, hope so. If they can win the next 2 games and we have like 9 days off. Yeah, I feel like I know that was last week. So, and you've been calling it all year. Sean has been calling it all year. 13-4. I think I have like 12-5 or something like that. But this team has got some veteran blokes around the locker room. I like that now. If Minka gets back, they find him back there, then you've got TJ Minka, Roberts in the middle. I think, the fact that we lost the linebacker sucks too. But the defense the defense is actually, you know what? You know what's real crazy? The defense is what I think I said it before. So the defense in the last 5 games, they've allowed 10 points, 19, 16, 10, 7. Wait a minute. Yes, they've allowed 10 points, 19, 16, and 20. And then 17. So the defense is doing their job. The last game they allowed like 30 points was versus the Texans. So they're keeping teams under 20 points. Now, Jacksonville Jaguars game, I still believe the refs got in the way, but they lost at 20-10. And we're allowing Tennessee Titans 16 points, Packers 19, Browns 13, and Bengals 10. So they're keeping teams under 20 points, which is really good to see. True. I was thinking about that too, because on the practice squad, no, wait. They have Jack on the practice squad, right? They have, who's the other bloke there? Who did we sign the other day? Blake Martinez. So Blake Martinez or Martinez, the guy who like allegedly got into a Pokemon scam, he's on the roster. He's on the 53-man roster. So it's Atlanta Roberts, Mike Robinson, and Michael Walker. And what they do is they elevate Tariq Carpenter, who moves up, and he made one big play too in teams yesterday as well. So I don't know if they can cut Blake, because I think he was signed from another practice squad, meaning he's got to stay there like 3 or 4 weeks. He's got to stay there 3 or 4 weeks, and then they can move him back. I'm pretty sure, something like that, right? So there's been a lot of moving pieces all around, right? It's crazy how many moving pieces in this offense. Like Darius Rush is in there. You've got Trenton Thompson. You know what I mean? Guys are going in and out in this roster. There's only been a few consistent guys on the roster the whole year. So, yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with him, to be honest, But we're playing good football, so it's all cool. And if we can win this game, we go, what do we go? 8-4? Yeah, 8-4 with Thursday Night Football. Also, too, they're keeping Rodney Williams, too, on the tight end because they've moved Frymouth back. And now it's Darnell, Rodney Williams, Frymouth, and then Connor Hayward's like tight end fullback. So that's kind of cool to see. I think he plays good teams. I'm liking the way this roster's kind of shaped up, though, too. It's fun. Is it Pokemon Dude? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Oh, yeah, big time. I think so, too. Yeah, they were talking the other day, right? The Chiefs, they can be beatable. I think the Dolphins, they haven't really beat. I think the Dolphins haven't beat like an actual team yet. Like they talk about us who, we verse scrub teams. I don't think the Dolphins have a very good record against higher tier teams. I just don't think so. So Sean wants us to win out. They could. You never know. What do we now? So you want to win 6 games around 13-4, win the division. So I think if we win out and the Ravens win out, I think we win the division. I'm pretty sure if the Ravens win out and then we win out, we have a better record or same record as the Ravens. However, we had the ties. So if we win out and they win out, we have a chance to win the AFC North. I think to get a 46, I think as well, to be honest, I think having the home field advantage in this young group and TJ Watt being still a nation, I think would go crazy in Heinz Field. I think that'd be insane for a playoff game. I really think it would be insane to see that kind of stuff, man. I really do. So, anyways, guys, I'm starting to wrap up. I'm getting a bit out of breath. I had a bit of a big rant today, but I had to do it. I had to do it. If you guys got any questions, let me know in chat, and I'll play the victory music on the way out. It's been a really good show. I said what I wanted to say about a few things in regards to that comment, because doesn't make sense to me. When someone says to me that I have this view that I don't have that view, rolls me up. I don't like being told what to do. I'm very stubborn. If you haven't noticed already, I'm a very stubborn person. I'm a good person. I can be a great person. Same time, I hate being told what to do. Hate when someone says to me, you can't do this, you can't do that. I hate when someone says, by the way, I think you said this. No, I didn't. I can't stand that stuff. So I'm a very what's the word? Loyal person. I respect everyone. Same time, when someone tells me to do something, fucking annoys the shit out of me. It just does. it just does. But a lot of you guys know that already. It's been awesome fun. But basically, yeah, we got today. We have the Bears versus Vikings. We'll see Josh Dobbs again play. Should be kind of cool to see. I wish him all the luck. We'll probably, I'll watch a bit of game of that. But this week, I think. Let me preview some of the next week. I want to see who the games are. Ravens have a bye. Week 13. Yeah, Ravens have a bye. Seattle and Dallas on Thursday Night Football. Right. We play Arizona. So I think they lost last week against Rams. The Bengals play Jacksonville. Bengals are done. There's no way they win anything. Jacksonville will score 35 points to them. Cleveland Browns play the Rams. So the Rams have won a few in a row now too. So if the Browns lose that game, they're fighting for a wild card. Maybe not the division. I don't know. But it's like I think now for the standings, to be honest, I think it's Ravens Steelers. So Browns are 7-4. Their division record is 3-2. The Bengals are toast. They've lost 3. Their division record is 0-4. Our record's the best at 3-1. We still have 2 games to go 5-1. So that's the best record. The Baltimore Ravens are 9-3. They've won 2. So that's going to be the 1-2 step, I think. So Baltimore Ravens look like they're going to make the playoffs. You know what? I'm not too scared anyway. If we got to verse the Ravens 3 times this year, imagine beating the Ravens 3 times. You beat them on the last day to get in the playoffs, and you beat them again in the playoffs. I think that'd be great. A three-peat. All right, guys, let's play the music. I want to see. Yeah, dude. I want to sing that too. We can. You never know this year. You just don't know. If this team turns it around, they play good football, like there could be a big possibility they might have a chance in the playoffs. You just don't. You always got to have hope, and you never know. All right. Where are we? Let's get out of here, guys. All right. So the next few days, I've got the Arsenal TV coming on the podcast Wednesday night to talk football. That should be a lot of fun. We're doing videos as normal, but we got, look, let's be happy. Steelers are 7-4. They're starting to figure things out. They are. They're starting to figure some things out. If they can run the rock like they did, if they do similar play calling and get Kenny Pickett in the best chance to win like that and throwing the football around to like 7 people, this team can win games. And then, we're 2 wins away from the non-losing season. Mike Tomlin's getting them ready. 6 more games to go. They just can't go backwards now, because if they start losing games now, it gets a bit rocky. We want to be in control of our own destiny, win the games right in front of you, and then book yourself in the playoffs. And next minute, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. That's why I find this stuff so fun. Holy dooly. There ya. Oh, you guys are awesome. Oh, don't even start me, dude. Don't even start me. That's next. That is next time. I will rant about that next time. I can't handle that, dude. I cannot handle the regular. Don't. All right. I don't want to be mad. I'll see you later. You guys are awesome. Thank you, General. Thank you, Rod. Thank you, George. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, 46. Keep working 100%, man. Keep going as hard in the paint as we can. Even though it's a basketball reference. Thank you, Claude. Thanks, everyone in the chat. Thank you, Sean, as well. You guys are awesome. I'll see you later. Enjoy the game today. It's Vikings versus Bears. So, it's football, but it doesn't matter to us, really. All right, guys. I'll see you later.